House Democrats are escalating their oversight battle with the Trump administration. The House voting to ask the Justice Department to prosecute Attorney General Bill Barr and Commerce Secretary Ross for defying congressional subpoenas, not producing documents pertaining to the citizenship question on the census. But the DOJ says this vote is a political stunt. We bring in Attorney David Bruno. How unusual is this, David, to hold cabinet members in contempt?
Very well, specifically for the Attorney General, it's only the second time. First was Eric Holder in 2012,
right, dealing
with the Fast and the Furious, and the Republican Congress held him in criminal contempt. But what happens? It goes to the Department of Justice, who is headed by Attorney General Barr, and they make the decision. So in the end, it's going to be the same result as it was with Holder, and they're going to find no criminal contempt, in my opinion.
So that's why this is being called political theater, basically a waste of time.
Sure.
So much to discuss with you today. I also want to talk about the Jeffrey Epstein case.
Yes.
There's a major decision today on if he will be released. They found a safe in his Manhattan apartment with a fake passport, diamonds, a wad of cash. Is he a flight risk?
Sure. Earlier this week, there was an actual hearing. We heard from victims in the hearing, which is rare. But the government made an argument to the judge that he should be detained because he's a flight risk and a danger to the community. And what you bring up is relevant to whether or not he's a flight risk. In his safe, there was a fake passport with a fake name and a fake Saudi Arabian address.
Yeah.
With the money and all of his wealth, I think the judge is going to find him to be a flight risk.
His lawyers are saying because he's Jewish, he's considered a risk in the Middle East. That's why he had that.
He said just in case he had to leave or in case he had to say he was someone else.
Is that going to hold up in court?
I don't think so.
Yeah. And we have even more going on today. The test taker in the nationwide college admissions bribery scandal, Mark Riddell, he will be sentenced today. What is the expectation? And will the judge hold him basically as as an example?
Right. He's pled guilty, and the government, in the plea deal, the government's going to be asking for 33 months.
Okay.
Right. This is the second defendant to come before this court for sentencing. The first was the Stanford crew coach, where the government did ask for jail, and the judge gave him home confinement. I see this very differently, though, because this individual, Riddell, was the one that took the tests. He got paid $10,000 a test, and it's different from the crew coach because the crew coach did not financially benefit at all. He took his money and put it back into the program. So I see this as a jail sentence. Government's asking for 33 months. In all likelihood, the judge will give that.
All right, so we're looking at about 3 years. David Bruno, thank you very much. Covered a lot there.
Well, let's stay with